When solving word problems, there's kind of two parts. The first part is probably the hardest part, and that's the part where you're having to understand what it is you're being asked to solve. And then the other part is just doing the math. So in this case, all we're being asked to do is to translate into math what is written in words. Well, we know that what they're asking for is the sum, and that means addition. So what is it that we're adding? What are the two things that we're adding? Well, the first thing we're adding is the square of a positive number. And the second thing that we're adding is 4 more than the number, or the square of 4 more than that number, n plus 4 squared. And if we add those two things together, that should give us 208. So that's the hard part, is setting up the problem. Now that we've set it up, all we need to do is do the math. So we just go through, and we're going to FOIL n plus 4 squared. Remember, that's n plus 4 times n plus 4, so you're going to end up with n squared plus 8n plus 16, which is 208. We'll go ahead and combine like terms. Subtract 208 from both sides. And I notice that every term is even number, so I can actually simplify this equation a little bit more by dividing both sides of the equation by 2. So I'm going to end up with n squared plus 4n minus 96 is equal to 0. All right, well, let's factor this guy. We know that n times n is n squared. Well, what two numbers, if I multiply them together, will give me 96? And if I add them together, will give me 4. Well, that would be 8 and 12. And to get a positive 4, I'm going to put the positive with the 12 and the minus with the 8. If these are my factors, then n is going to equal 8, or n is going to equal negative 12. And since we're looking for the positive number, the final answer would be n equals 8.